Is Figma's AI the future? Not yet. We keep hearing it. AI is coming for your job. Coders, designers, copywriters, no one is safe. And when you see tools like Figma Make, which is a product of Figma, it really does look like software is evolving faster than we are. Design an app with a single prompt, drag and drop a prototype from your brain to the browser, and it's game over, right? But people are actually using these tools, and the feedback isn't, holy shit, I'm out of a job. It's more like, this is buggy, this is slow, cool demo, bro, but this isn't usable for my work. Even on Twitter, designers are posting screenshots of Figma Make outputs with the same energy as like watching a toddler draw on the walls. Great effort, still a mess. Look, I've been designing for over 20 years. I remember when Figma first launched and wiped out Sketch and InVision by letting teams collaborate in the browser and prototype. It was a game changer, it worked, it shipped. So when people ask me if Figma's new AI tools are the future, I say maybe, but not yet, not for real workflows. In this episode, I'm diving into what Figma's AI tools actually do, how the tech world keeps confusing interesting with ready, and why you're not falling behind if AI hasn't saved you time yet. Let's get into it. So Figma just went public. Stock popped 250% on day one. Wall Street went nuts, LinkedIn turned into a design-themed birthday party, and everyone posted their Figma changed my life testimonials like it was a high school reunion. Look, I bought stock too because Figma is the Adobe of this generation. It's the foundation of how most modern design teams operate. But here's the twist. At the same time that everyone's celebrating the IPO, Figma's pushing this narrative that they're reinventing design with AI. And that part doesn't hold up. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a little skeptical of AI in general because I, like most of us, have been hearing that it's going to just take over the world and we all need to start using ASAP. But I've found that it just doesn't fit into my workflow. Like, yes, ChatGPT, of course, Midjourney for creating images, OpenArt for creating video, stuff like that. But when it comes to product design specifically, which is what Figma is good at, I've just found that there's no tool, Figma or otherwise, that really actually saves me time. Every time I use it, it really just ends up costing me time. But it's cool. On paper, Figma Make, and Figma Make, if you don't know, is Figma's create a product from a prompt software. It's different from Figma Sites, which helps you create a website. Figma Make is like lovable. You just prompt away and then it'll build a digital product. You can see someone testing it out here on the screen as we speak. And on paper, it really does sound incredible. You just describe what you want and boom, it generates an interactive prototype, right? It's like ChatGPT and Webflow had a baby in a browser. Now, in reality, it's more like if that baby tried to code drunk, okay? There are so many tweets and posts online from actual designers who've tried using it and ended up just rebuilding everything from scratch. I especially like this one. It's like my Roomba vacuum. Helpful sometimes for easy, imperfect cleanups, but it won't fully replace my upright vacuum or housekeeper. Perfectly said. Great analogy. The comment sections are just full of like cool demo, but unusable in real work. And they are definitely not wrong. It's like it has a lot of potential. You can prompt it. You can even add style guides and components from your design system. And what it comes up with is just incredible considering that didn't exist a few years ago, but it's really just not good enough to actually use. It's more like, oh, this is cool. Good to know that that's possible. And let me check back in a few years when this actually makes sense. But you just end up redoing so much of it that for a real designer, I don't think it makes sense. For someone who doesn't design, couldn't possibly design an app, it gives them a little door into that world where they can prompt their way to having something. But for real designers, it's just not at a place where it's helpful. I've played with it too. And yeah, it's fun, like a hobby project, kind of fun. But it doesn't replace anything. It doesn't save you time. It actually costs time. You end up fixing weird outputs, clicking through endless auto-generated layers, just trying to figure out what the AI was smoking when it decided your CTA should be a giant purple pill button floating in space. So when people say AI is going to take your job, I just laugh. Not because AI won't matter, but because this isn't that. Figma Make is a tech demo with a UI. Keywords tech demo. That's where it's at right now. It's exciting, but it's not workflow ready. Look, the reality is Figma, as we can see by just having a crazy IPO going public, it is a business. So at their annual conference, Config, when they announce all these new features and functionality around AI, it's really more about building hype than actually like, oh, this is usable, right? You can always just put the tag beta on anything, and that kind of excuses the fact that it's not truly useful yet. And again, I'm not hating on their AI features. They have like tons of potential, but they're just nothing close to what people are saying online, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, of like, oh, you got to get on this now or you're going to get left behind. Bullshit. You're not getting left behind anywhere because it's nothing close to what it needs to actually be useful. And this is kind of my problem. I feel like this is a pattern across the whole industry. AI tools get headlines because they're flashy, they're tweetable, but actually working professionals, designers, devs, marketers are sitting there going, cool, now what? Does this help me meet my deadline? So far, yeah, no, not really. I've been doing this for a long time, and I remember when Figma first dropped in 2016 and just wiped Sketch and InVision off the map. Now, that was a real innovation. You could collaborate live, you could prototype an app. It was a huge leap forward at the time, but this isn't that. This is nothing close to that. Figma Make feels more like they needed an AI feature for the investor deck. Here's the thing no one says out loud. It's like, you're not supposed to say this online right now, but you're not behind for not using AI in your daily workflow. Okay, you're not late, you're not lazy, you're just busy actually doing the work. Will these tools get better? Absolutely. Will AI become a bigger part of how we work? Oh, no question. But let's stop pretending the hype is a reality, okay? Right now, AI design tools are mostly toys. And I am, of course, speaking primarily from the product design world, because we know for photography and coding and absolutely writing, they are definitely viable pro tools. But for product design, no, not even close. They're fun to mess with. They're great for the demo, but they're not replacing anyone yet, unless you were already phoning it in. Okay, hot take here. Here's the part that is exciting. I'm excited about this because as AI improves, it's not just about replacing junior work. It's about unlocking your ability to do more kinds of work. Hear me out. You don't have to stay boxed into a niche anymore. You can go from product designer to brand designer to motion graphics creator to art director all in the same week, because now you've got tools that can follow your taste, not define your limits. We're heading into a new era of creative generalists. I love this because I'm no longer boxed in. I'll just use myself as an example. I've done a lot of different things in my career at different times. I've been an illustrator, a 3D animator, a photographer, a video editor, interactive designer, a product designer. And I always had to choose one thing because clients need to understand what you do. They need to put you in a little bit of a box. But now I feel like with AI, at least the way that it's going, the direction that it's going, I can be a one-person creative team. Idea to execution without the middlemen. So if you've been building skills across disciplines for years, at least like I have, this is the moment we've been waiting for. So yes, AI will change the game, but don't confuse beta feature with revolution.